Morning. So I've made it down to the beach at Glen Brittle, camped in the campsite just behind overnight. So I've come down for a little wander on the beach and see if I can get some photos. It's a little bit grey and overcast, but the forecast is for it to clear up. And you can see out there's a bit of blue sky. And I'm not sure what island that is out there. I'll have a look. But it's a beautiful, beautiful place. The sand is black. Rather bizarre. So I've come down to have a little wander. I brought the Leica, a little bit more portable than the Hasselblad. So I'm just going to have a bit of a wander around, see what I can find. There's some interesting shapes in the sands. There's a little river that's snaking down through the beach there, that I can find some nice S-curves on that. But yeah, we'll have a wander, see what we can find. So my first image is this little stream that's running out here, and what I'm doing is I'm taking sort of advantage of this bank here that kind of leads out into the sea. So the composition is basically bottom left hand corner is the stream running out, and then put the horizon on the top third line, and then gets a nice image of the headlands on the out at the sort of the top third, and then there's just a bit of sun now coming onto those islands out there. So this makes a really nice photo. That's f11 500th of a second. So here's another composition here using the same stream a little bit further down, but again using the same technique. Stream runs in from the bottom right hand corner this time, and then we get so it's kind of coming in from here, and then we get the sweeping curve out to the horizon. Again, nice picture. Right now, we're at the fairy pools, and it's really, really busy. Loads of people everywhere. I'm about halfway up, and there's a nice waterfall just in front of me. So I've dropped down into the gorge. I've got the 150 lens on, and I will be shooting black and white with the T-Max. So yeah, should be a nice shot. You can see I should get the river in front leading me into the waterfall, and then I'm hoping to get that big mountain in the back with some clouds on. So I think this will be a good picture. I've got to get down in here and get me taties wet somehow, but yeah, let us have a go. I'll put the polarizer on because there's a little bit of glare coming off the water. So polarizer hopefully will cut that down and maybe saturate it. But I'm kind of going moody. Should be good. Right, so I'm all set up. I've got the polarizer on. I've got a 3-stop ND, and I'm just kind of waiting for the right time for that peak to clear. But do you know what? It's about there now. So here we go. Someone's just walked into the shot. That is the problem. I'll have to wait a few minutes. So with all of those filters on, I'm shooting at 22 at a quarter and 22 at an eighth. I'm going to bracket it a little bit, and then I'm going to do one with Ektar that I've got in the other back. See how that one comes out. I need to wait for these people to move yet. Well, here we are. The classic fairy pools shot. And every now and then the sun comes out, which is nice. Oh, I'm so bouncing from one cliched spot to another. I've now come down to Elgol, which is right down on one of the southern tips, for the cliched shot of the Cullins, just behind me there. Has to be said, this is a beautiful little fishing village. And this here is the school. I'm having to be a little bit careful where I put my feet. So concentrating on vlogging and walking is it's a bit difficult. Anyway, and this beautiful little cottage here. Do you know? I bet that's a holiday let. Guaranteed to be. Anyway, I'm making my way over to the far end of this rocky beach because you get a very clear and unobstructed view over the sea to the Cullins. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, the tops are hidden behind the clouds, which is a bit of a shame. But there's some breaks in the cloud, which brings a lot of really nice light down onto the hills. So even if the tops don't get uncovered, still getting some really nice light on it. So I'm just having a little play around down by the shore here. I've done a pano on black and white, and now I'm just going to go for just a straight smack bang in the middle, square crop of that peak with the clouds around its summit. I'm going for a long exposure. It's not really long because it's so bright. But I've got on the end of the camera a few filters. I've got an ND8, so that's a 3-stop, and then I've got a soft grad, which I think is a 2. So that's effectively 4 stops, and then there's a polarizer on, which is another half stop. So I'm going for f/16 at 1/4 of a second. I'm going to do 1 at 1/4, and then I'm going to do 1 at 1/2, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, it's pretty much set up, focused on infinity. So I'm going to do, here we go, mirror lockup. There we go. So this one is 16th at 1/4. And then I'm going to do 16th at 1/2. Mirror lock up again. 16th of 1/2. See how this goes. Yeah. Should be good. There's another little pleasing image. We've got fishing boats anchored up with an island off in the background, and there's some beautiful light on this island. Just kind of, let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. So yeah, there's clouds just shedding a little bit of rain on it. I think with a longer lens, that'll be a nice picture. Anyway, I've taken a shot already. It's getting a bit windy, and the waves are getting a bit close. So what we've got is f/16.5 at 60th of a second with a soft edge grad, just to try and bring the sky down a little bit and balance it out. Another location you can probably see behind me. Maybe not sure. Yeah, there you go. So this is Neist Point, right out on the west coast of Skye, and yeah, we're an hour or so before sunset. So just round this headland on my left, is a lighthouse, Neist Point Lighthouse. So that's the focus of this shot. I mean, it's been miserable, cloudy weather all day, but the clear sky's coming over from the west, and that's where the sun's setting. So you can just see on that cliff in front of me, as the sun drops down on the horizon, it'll shine underneath all of the clouds that are above me, and it should light the face of this cliff up quite spectacularly. I mean, it's doing it now. To be fair, the sun is still behind clouds, but when it gets free, that's just going to light up. Be lovely. All right, here we are. Just set up and waiting for the sun now. Yeah. There's a few other photographers up here and someone playing around with the drone. The sun's setting over there somewhere and just waiting for it to drop down below that bank of clouds. Once it does, it should sidelight all of this. I've got quite a simple composition. So what I'm kind of doing is, and you see these right down here, there's some rocks just breaking. Oh, waves are breaking on those rocks there. So bottom right hand corner there, and then kind of just using this as a leading line into the cliffs and then out onto the lighthouse at the end. Seems to work really well. So there we go. There's the. One of these days I'll work out how to do this. Right, so that's the composition. I've got Ektar in. I've got about 3 shots left on it, and then I've just popped some Ilford FP4 on the other back, and some I'll do some black and white as well. But at the moment, it's a waiting game. Waiting for the sun. So this is Neist Point, the lighthouse. So I've got a few shots of those on both colour and black and white. And I'm just going to go for a little wander. So kind of looking over here, I think, so those islands on the horizon there, I'm sure those are the Outer Hebrides. And you can just see island through the clouds over there. That's Rum, and Eek will be over there somewhere as well. So anyway, I'm just going to wander along here for a little bit, see what I can find. Yeah, I think those should really come out quite nice. I got it just at the right time with the sun just setting right above the face. Anyway, I'm going to just walk along here, and then I'm going to head off back to the camp. Got a really early start. Be getting up for the sunrise on the Old Man of Store. And the sun's rising at about 4:15 in the morning. I'm about best part of an hour's drive from it, and it's going to take an hour to get up. That means I've got to leave at 2. That's just ridiculous, not doing that.